An aircraft's size can often play a key role in forming and cementing its reputation and legacy. Indeed, you only have to look at the vast crowds that the Antonov AN-225 draws. For many people, the larger the aircraft means a greater spectacle. So when the Ilyushin IL-62 was launched, it immediately nabbed the title of the world's largest aircraft at the time. Let's take a look at the history of this pioneering rear-engined aircraft. Before we go any further, a crazy 79% of you have not yet subscribed. Please, do us a favor and subscribe now. It really means a lot. Although the IL-62 first flew in January 1963, its story began about 3 years prior in February 1960. This was when Ilyushin first proposed the development of a 4-engine long-range jetliner. It received government approval for this project 2 months later. The plan for the IL-62 had various requirements, including a range of 2,800 miles or 4,500 kilometers when fully loaded with 165 passengers. A low-density 100-seat version would have to be able to fly for 4,200 miles or 6,700 kilometers. It had Kuznetsov NK-84 engines, although Ilyushin would turn to the quieter Soloviev D-30Ku on the IL-62M. Despite the excitement of being the world's largest jetliner at the time of its launch, 53.12 meters in length, there was a gap of more than 4.5 years between the IL-62's first flight and its commercial introduction. It eventually operated its first revenue-earning service from Moscow to Montreal for Aeroflot in September 1967. 6.5 years later, in March 1974, the improved IL-62M variant entered commercial service. As well as the aforementioned quieter engines, this model, which outsold the original by 193 units to 94, also featured various aerodynamic improvements. The IL-62 was not unorthodox in having 4 turbofans. Indeed, this was a common feature on jetliners of the time, including the Boeing 707 and Douglas DC-8. It also entered service a few years before the iconic Boeing 747. However, the configuration of the IL-62 engines conspicuously set it apart from most of its contemporaries. The 4 turbofans were located at the rear of the aircraft's fuselage, mounted in pairs on either side in dual nacelle housings. The British-designed Vickers VC-10 also had such a setup, with the similarities leading to allegations of industrial espionage. However, no evidence of the IL-62 copying the VC-10 was ever found. The Lockheed Jetstar, which was a business jet of the era, also had such an engine layout. In 2 years' time, the IL-62 will celebrate 6 decades since its first flight. It'll have been in production for more than half of this period, with Ilyushin building IL-62s until 1995, some 32 years after beginning. Owing to production ending as recently as the mid-1990s, a handful of IL-62M aircraft even remain in active service today. 10 of the aircraft were active as of May 2021. Operators included Rada Airlines, North Korean national carrier Air Koryo, and the Russian Air Force's 223rd Flight Unit. Have you ever seen or even flown on an Ilyushin IL-62? If so, how did you find it compared to other pioneering jetliners of its time? Let us know your thoughts and experiences in the comments. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go.